Hello everyone, it's Brandon here from the Pilot Stud channel. I do hope you're all doing well. In today's video, as always, we have plenty of flight sim news from across the world of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and 2024 to talk about. So do be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done already, and if you're a returning viewer, welcome back, you're amazing. Now without further delay, let's get right into the news. Now Sim Update 1 is set to be released for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 soon. While there has been yet another delay, as we were meant to get this on the 18th of February, I think we all know that Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is in need of a lot of work. It is still filled with issues. Now of course the Asobo team are aware of this and look to further fix the sim with their first standalone sim update, Sim Update 1, which is set to be the first out of 4 sim updates to be released across 2025 for both PC and Xbox. Now as discussed in their usual development stream, the team addressed the ongoing issues with the new sim, but also revealed some hopefully motivational facts, that they've recently broken their monthly user record, so there's more people flying on 2024 than ever. And a fact that I found quite interesting, that more people are using career mode as opposed to free flight. This is a very surprising shift, and to be honest I am probably the worst person to talk about career mode as I've never really used it. Here on the sim, I think the most infuriating bugs at the moment definitely relate to performance. This is due to mainly poor VRAM and RAM optimization. The team have confirmed that we should see some work on this in Sim Update 1, but the big focus on performance, well, you're going to have to wait for Sim Update 2 for these issues to be fixed. In this upcoming update, there's a big focus on the temperamental control setup process, as well as numerous issues when it comes to career mode, from night missions or VIP charter missions not showing up, to the addition of some new heavy and super heavy cargo missions. A massive feature for those, especially on Xbox, set to be released with Sim Update 1 is the opening up of the marketplace. Finally, we'll be able to access the marketplace on both PC and Xbox. Big news for those that fly on Xbox, as it's the only way you can really get add-ons, but even on PC, it will be interesting to see how the marketplace works with the addition of their free trial process. You'll now be able to try out airports and aircraft before you buy them, which I think is certainly a good thing. Now the fixes and improvements for Sim Update 1 I've talked about are not exhaustive. There's plenty of quality of life improvements coming your way, and you can actually try this out by enabling the Sim Update 1 beta, although you don't get access to the marketplace, but the beta version of this update is now available. The first big update for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 should be with us soon. Hopefully that's good news. A recent release for both Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and 2024 is the Cows DA40-XLS. This is the glass cockpit variant of the popular Austrian piston aircraft, available now from Orbex Direct for just under £25 UK. Now as you can see on your screen, I've tried this out on both simulators. It is an incredible rendition of a very popular light aircraft. Of course we do have this plane as default in both versions of the sim, but this is a slightly different variant with a meticulous attention to detail that allows pilots who fly this plane in real life to appreciate the DA40 on a whole new level. From dynamic engine performance that changes every time you fly, based on numerous variables including the atmosphere outside, to the superb sounds provided by none other than Boris Audio Works, who many of you will know as the guy behind the magnificent sounds on the fly-by-wire A320. It is a very enjoyable plane to fly, works well on both sims, and you can find it linked below. Now for a bit of flight sim hardware, Wingflex have released their Airbus A350 FCU cube. You can find my standalone video review on my channel, but this is one of the latest additions in the growing world of more realistic flight sim hardware. It is a really well made unit that gives you full control over the flight control unit or autopilot panel in the majority of Airbus aircraft in both Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, 2024, X-Plane and P3D. Now for $199 it is a bit of an investment, but if you want to level up your flight sim setup, it is certainly worth a good look. Now onto the news you cannot get away from. IniBuilds are soon set to release their incredible rendition of the Airbus A350, both the 900 and 1000 variants. Now from what we've seen so far, it looks absolutely amazing. They look to be breaking records with just how far they are going to take this Airbus ultra long hauler. The important information you need to know is that this will be coming to both Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and 2024 with a target release date in the final week of February, so it could be with us very soon. It's for the cool price of £59 UK, 99 pence excluding local taxes, so chuck on 20% onto that if you're in the UK, and you're looking at around £75 UK. You'll also get access to both the A350 900 and 1000. For that money, the IniBuilds team certainly haven't been secretive when it comes to showing this airliner off. We've seen extensive and in-depth live streams and video footage of this plane, and you can find a recap of that live stream linked down below, where we see the IniBuilds team put this aircraft through its paces, from normal operations including what they call an SLS landing, which is a satellite-based landing system. I actually read into this because I didn't really know about it, but it's a new type of approach that uses satellite data to basically create a virtual ILS into airports that don't have them. It's pretty cool. I think they started using it in around 2015 in real life. They show us this, but they also show us the aircraft in a variation of emergencies, including a bird strike, which is really well modelled. You can even see the poor birds on the front of the plane, or I should say the remains of them. Now the team do point out that there will be some differences between Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and 2024, with 2024 being slightly more capable, so I think a lot of the particle effects are seen better on 2024. And as always, IniBuilds are keen to expand the experience from beyond the cockpit, with many external panels on the outside to be messed around with, and cabin controls when you go back into the passenger cabin. Combine this with their usual incredibly attentive system detail, and we look to be in for a real treat. Keep an eye out for the IniBuilds A350 as it's set to be with us very soon. Now FlightFX have released the somewhat ugly but incredibly sleek Piaggio P180 Avanti 2. This is currently available for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 via the marketplace for $25 US. It is an incredibly quick turboprop. Its top speed is 400 knots and it can fly up to flight level 410. It's certainly distinct, and if you're interested in giving it a go, it's available right now on 2020 and soon to be on 2024 once the team have ensured compatibility. FlightFX of course are known for their Vision Jet, so this is another fantastic addition to their lineup. And finally, on your screen now is a very handy update from the JustFlight team showing us where their add-ons are for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. As you can see, a handful of them, the Hawk, the Vulcan and the RJ, are available for the new sim right now, with many others in development. I'm sure many of you will join me in looking forward to the PA-28s here on the sim, and of course when Sim Update 1 is released, we'll be able to get access to these aircraft through the marketplace. A very helpful roundup that I thought I'd share. On that note, thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, do be sure to like, comment and subscribe. It's always a pleasure. On that note, I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.